Yeah, hello again. In this world, I gotta tell you about, there's so many things in this world that are bad for you. Alcohol, tobacco, narcotics. Sorry to say. I'm gonna show you something that's good for you. Right here. Marijuana. Cannabis. This is good for you no matter what you're using it for. Clean, pure, from the earth, from Mother Earth and Mother Nature. Pure cannabis. This is the best thing for you. This will improve your health, will improve your mind functions. It will even improve your mood if you're somebody who has bipolar or something, bad moods. You know, forget all those pharmaceutical mood stabilizers. They can only do so much. This stuff will improve your mood. Being a recreational cannabis smoker, medical actually, you know, I can tell you, it's not harmful. It's less harmful than alcohol. It doesn't even affect my head the way alcohol does. So, there's so many people out there that say it's such a bad thing, and yet they don't realize it, you know, how good of a thing it really is. If more people were to realize what a good thing this stuff was for them, you know, then maybe the government would finally jump on the bandwagon and say, okay, we can legalize and tax it. Because if we tax it, we can not only fix our economy, but we can shut down drug cartels. Well, at least cripple them a lot. Because think about this. Now, I buy mine legally from medical dispensaries. But you think about this. A bag like this, on the streets, this right here that I bought for $40 from a medical dispensary. It's a half an ounce. Or this little eighth I bought for $20. Okay, from a different vendor. Okay, you think about this. On the streets, this eighth of bomb would go for like between 40 and 50. This half an ounce would go for between 150 and 200 on the streets because it's so good. Now, drug cartels make 50% of their money in marijuana. So, there you go. That's the real startling numbers. So why is the government so against legalizing it when they know it would cripple the cartels? Well, let's look at that. Do you remember a few years ago the government was involved in something called Operation Fast and Furious? Nobody really knew what it was, but that's what they were calling it. Well, Operation Fast and Furious was when the government turned around and gave 1,000 military-style rifles to the Sinaloa drug cartel, basically armed the Sinaloa cartel of Mexico, causing thousands of deaths in Mexico. So, deaths of innocent people, even children, because they gave them 500 AK-47s and 500 AR-15 military rifles. And they did this in exchange for information on other drug cartels. Keep telling them, you tell us about other drug cartels that are trying to get their drugs through, we'll bust them, and you guys can keep bringing your drugs through, and we'll even give you guns. That's what our government did. Operation Fast and Furious. And so they gave the Sinaloas all these guns, and they kept just bringing them through, letting them bring their drugs through, and now the Sinaloas are becoming the biggest cartel in Mexico and in the United States. I say it's time to end this phony drug war that our government, is making money on off the Sinaloas. Time to legalize marijuana and cripple the Sinaloas' money once and for all. If you agree, if you are a true American and you want to save this country, then toke up with me.